It's low-key at the night show.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Detroit, where the Pistons will be going up against the San Antonio Spurs. Not a lot to complain about for this San Antonio group right now. In case you've been under a rock, they've continued their double-digit winning streak with no signs of slowing. A scary, tough team, and they're in full swing. And tonight, we'll see Andre Drummond, one of the more voracious rebounders in league history. But Shaq, where does he stand as a franchise-level player?
Well, he affects winning, but he can hurt the floor spacing, Kenny.
Well, if this was in the 90s, you know, his offense, he could become a franchise player. But the way the game is played now, it's not. But he has a consistent motor, and he is a beast.
You know who else is a beast?
Who's that?
Kevin Harlan, standing by courtside.
Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. The fans here in Detroit ready to cheer on their Pistons in this interconference matchup. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They like to change that now.
Yeah, two clubs that rarely face off, East versus West. This is going to be a nice treat for the fans.
Kicking off this two-game season series, I expect a lot of feeling out by both teams and the coaching staff, and then a number of subsequent adjustments in this one.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for San Antonio, AI is out there with Murray. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Medu in at the 4 slot. Two teams that run offense through the block, Brent. What does playing inside out do to a defense?
Well, it's kind of the idea, when we've talked about it, Kevin, the accordion of the defense.
Right.
You press them in and then out, and then at some point, if they don't work themselves back in, there are advantages on driving angles, there's advantages of attacking closeouts, and then opportunities open up. And the more of those easy shots go in, it starts to deflate that defense.
Boy, you need that center to kind of have his head on a swivel, right? He's got to have that great vision about where guys are.
Well, between that and also you being a big polka fan, we'll see how this accordion defense plays out tonight.
I love the polka. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Now, here's AI. They picked up 24 points in their last one against Dallas. And the pass to Medu for the 3. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
You're right. Detroit with the ball. 4-point game. Pass to Griffin. Outside Jackson. And Drummond kicks to Griffin. That shot off. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
Here's Jackson after the basket by San Antonio. 11 feet away. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively. And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Well, they've been the better shooting team throughout the first half because of their patience and because of their shot selection.
And the Pistons with possession here, following the bucket by the Spurs. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul. Kennard, he's checked in for Brown. Bertanis, he's checked in for San Antonio. Derek White comes in for DeJounte Murray. And it's the Spurs ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Berton's shot is good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pistons trail by 10. Jackson kicks to Williams. Inside. Here's Drummond. Count that one. Drummond's got his first bucket of the night.
He doesn't do some of the damage that other big men do on the perimeter, but inside, Drummond's got just as much game as anybody.
Now, here's AI. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. Goes back up and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Yeah, that's pretty clever there with the pump fake.
Cuts off the pass. Griffin is out there with Williams. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then there's Maker. That's the group for Detroit right now.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Here's Jackson. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Mavericks got the job done. He finished with 24 points and ran the team as always with a big number of assists. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. He lifted his game to an unreal level that night.
Yeah, he showed how dangerous he is when he's at his best. And, man, he'd love to keep that hot streak going here tonight.
Would you guys be surprised if he doesn't keep it going? I mean, the only way to follow up a game like that is with an even better one.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Detroit's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Jackson with it. AI picks him up. Mikhailuk. A three-pointer off the mark.
That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide-open shots. They dodged a bullet there.
2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, aware of everybody on the floor that time. AI knowing he could get that one to his teammate.
Now here's Jackson. He's guarded by AI. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Here's Griffin. Off target with his 3. Spurs have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Medu. And good coming on the assist by AI. AI's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jackson passes to Maker, and AI comes to help. Back to Jackson. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, how pretty was that? Used the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
Now, here's AI. Guarded by Jackson. Bucket is good. That's now 8 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
44 seconds left in the first half.
Looking more comfortable as time moves on. I think his middle name is Play. That would be Thon Playmaker.
AI outside. Here's Aldridge. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of the game. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Mikhailuk. Aldridge is covering. Nobody near Williams. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. Defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
Well, we saw in the first half, he has a nice mixture of moves down low, and they've been going to him.
Well, he's a volume scorer in the post, and right now the volume's at 11. So if you're not going to run doubles at him, we'll see if he can get more of that done in the second half.
On the floor for San Antonio, Aldridge out there with Medu. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Murray. And it's AI in at the 2. And the jam by AI.
Well, nothing was stopping him right there. Surge of force at the very end of that play, and AI to the rim hard.
Pistons trailed by 3. Outside Jackson. The feed to Drummond. Drops in the layup for 2. Drummond's got his 3rd bucket of the night. There are a lot of guys that can just blow right by you. They turn on the jets and they're as quick as a hiccup. And there are some guys with that quick first step that are a blur.
I love watching Damian Lillard in Portland when it is that he has one of those, most of the games he has it going, but one of those games where he's really got it going. And the way that he can get around a pick and get into the hoop. Damian Lillard, explosive. Put Kyrie Irving, put John Wall's blazing speed on that list. And sometimes Goran Dragic, the way he weasels into a lane, and I mean that in a good way, finishing off.
No, I like that word. It's a good word.
He's fantastic. So we have tremendous explosive point guards who get the job done.
Walker's checked in for the Spurs. Here's Griffin. 6 points for him. 5 on the clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Walker leading the charge. And the shot goes in. Walker's got his first points of the night.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. That's tipped, stolen by Walker. AI outside. Back to Walker. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Pistons.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Jackson with it. 7 points in the game. Pass to Drummond. Kicks it to Griffin. Just 4 to shoot. They get it back. Brown. The shot off that time.
Yeah, just misjudged the layup. Defense has to be better. Very fortunate there.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. And so it's Detroit with the ball, trailing by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Well, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Maybe he's not the most aggressive defender or the most physical, but Aldridge does have mobility. That time he sends it back.
He gets it in there.
And just keeping his teammates involved. This is the kind of leadership you like to see.
Well, you could trademark this brand of basketball, running through the progressions and working around for decent looks.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Yeah, it's a good time to.
For Detroit, they have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
Spurs leading by 7. Seconds left, and AI with the stuff.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
And that's where the defense failed. You can't let him throw that down. You've got to get over and foul him, send him to the free throw line.
And so it's San Antonio. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
Stay aggressive. You need about 8.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. We've got Williams. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Thomas. Then there's Andre Drummond. That's the group for Detroit right now. And AI with the stuff. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 assists.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. On up the court. A nice shot by Medu.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Dellavedova kicks to Drummond. To the inside. Here's Thomas. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
No good on the free throw. We've heard Coach Steve Kerr say the power forward position as we knew it is disappearing. You could say that maybe about the center position, too.
I don't want to say that about the center position. What I want to tell you, Kevin, in my humble opinion, is that the center position has changed.
It's evolved.
So, yeah, I don't want to say that it's just disappeared because there are players out there that are playing that position and doing a lot of the things that you would qualify as center-centric, screening, going down to the block, rim running to the post, being an option down low. But it's definitely changed.
But now we're seeing him go out and defend smaller guys in the perimeter, taking threes, and that's what's weird for your eyes to just kind of absorb what's going on.
Well, it's weird to absorb not only that and what those players individually are asked to do, but when you're at a game and you're sitting in the stands and all of a sudden you see 5 guys that are outside the three-point line. I mean, go back to the game in the 80s. It's the exact opposite. It was like, you know, a bunch of ants on top of a lost candy bar sitting in the lane, gnawing at one another.
Right.
It's just changed. So the center position, not disappeared, just changed.
Here's AI. It's good for the 7th time this game. He has shot 7. He has made 7.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
Thomas goes in. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Kennard, he's checked in for the Pistons. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. AI right side. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, great job of finishing the play. AI taking the hit, still focused on the rim, getting it done.
And the Pistons making a change here. Jackson's checked in. They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Stolen away. Here's AI, and the jam by AI.
And getting some forward momentum and then flying high. AI right to the rack with some power.
4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Jackson, rejected by AI. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Here's Drummond. That's tipped. Here's Medu. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Commissioner Adam Silver has balanced his comments between wanting parity, Brent, in recognizing there are always going to be super teams. Is there a middle ground there?
Is there middle ground?
I don't know.
I don't think so. You would like to have some of the teams just be more competitive than they are, but some of the creative, circuitous routes that teams have taken to put themselves into position to get better, younger talent has decimated.
What do you call that?
I don't have a term for it.
Okay.
I don't like the one that's used, so I don't have a term for it. Let's just call it setting yourself up for the future, Kevin.
Looking ahead.
Yes, exactly. So I just don't think you'll ever get it. You do hope that some of the starving franchises do have some success for the fans who have they've had to bear a lot. So we root for them.
AI with it. Jackson on him. Here's AI and the jam by AI.
And with time becoming a factor, that may do it, guys.
Well, leads are not given. They are earned, playing with desire and attention to detail all night.
Outside Jackson to the middle. And finished off by Griffin.
And this is why you keep your ticket stub, Blake Griffin, on the jam.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. It's AI on the wing, guarded by Jackson. And it's AI missing. Pistons trail by 18.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Spurs.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for AI.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And Lure kicks to Thomas. Shot clock at 6. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for San Antonio. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
Tonight they have stuck with what they do well, handling all the exterior pressure, and they're likely to come out on top here.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Walker. Baker dishes to Lure. To the paint, here's Dellavedova. Sweet little floater.
Sometimes hard to figure out when Deli's going to shoot the floater or throw the lob. That time, he goes with the floater.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. It's AI on the wing. He's guarded by Thomas. It's AI on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Lays it up off the glass.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long and good night, everyone.